with beatboxing.
He speaks less and beats it more. When he wants to play an instrument, even his heart asks him to beat it.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is... My name is Riyaz. क्योंकि तुम ही हो, अब तुम ही हो, जिंदगी It's tough, sir.
But when you watch this teenager beatbox for 10 hours at a stretch, your heart might just skip a beat. After beatboxing for Bollywood singer Sunidhi Chauhan, this beatboxer has entered the Limca Book of Records in beatboxing for 10 hours at a stretch. You've heard it before. Now watch how Riaz ur Rahman, along with his friends, plan to create a new music genre with beatboxing. 18-year-old Riaz ur Rahman was like any other student, confused about his career choice. But everything changed when he saw a Japanese beatboxer named Daichi going berserk with his beats on YouTube. For Riaz, this was the beginning of something new he dared to try in the coming months. But to his surprise, he was already welcomed with competition.
I used to see lots of YouTube videos, and this started up like one YouTube video which there was a beatboxer called Daichi, and he was like very much crazy in beatboxing. I got freaked out when I saw him, and then it happened like I tried out for the first time, and there was already a beatboxer in my college. So when I started learning, I already had competitors. So for me, it never went like direct a stage performance. It went like a competition directly.
But as usual, Riaz had to convince his confused parents about his career choice of being a beatboxer. Though they never understood what he tried to convey, they let him pursue beatboxing as a hobby.
I said to my parents that I want to be a beatboxer, and they are like, what is beatboxing? That was the first question what I got. What is beatboxing? Everyone usually asks this for beatboxer. If we say, we do beatbox, what is beatbox? And then we go like, and they're like, what the hell is that?
An elated Riaz now had a new hobby, and he went about performing in shows across Bengaluru. Slowly he started realizing that he was good at beatboxing, and even the crowd cheered him up every time he was on stage. Riaz now sensed that a new career opportunity was open for him.
When I went first time on the stage, it was a battle, that too. And every battle has a 1 minute duration for a single performance. And that time when I performed, it was like the entire crowd was totally encouraging me. So they were like full on. So that was the part when I realized that beatboxing can take you high.
But the real deal which sealed Riaz's interest in the field of beatboxing was performing with Dhoom Girl of Bollywood, Sunidhi Chauhan. It is said that Sunidhi loved Riaz's performance so much that she asked him to continue pursuing the art in a professional way.
Last year it was in Ozone Urbana, and that time there was a concert going on of the great Bollywood artist Sunidhi Chauhan, and she was about to perform there. And then what happened is they let me to open the show of Sunidhi Chauhan, the great artist, and I started her show, and then happened like I met her. So I didn't know what to say. I was blank. And she met me and she was like, I heard you beatboxing and it was really great. That was the moment I thought this field can take me to that level where other great artists like Bollywood artists, they can say this is a field where someone can easily come up without any instruments, only using my mouth.
Thus began Riyaz's serious career of beatboxing, and ever since he has been a full-time professional beatboxer. Riyaz has various styles which he uses in his beatboxing. Whether it is pop or it is EDM, Riyaz can get grooving at any point and pep up the mood of a song. He can even give you a local tapang beat, making audiences go crazy. But Riyaz recently took his passion for beatboxing to a whole new level when he entered the Limca Book of Records in beatboxing for 10 continuous hours. An impulsive Riyaz one fine day woke up and took the help of his friends in breaking this record, which he never thought he would be successful at.
From Manjoti saying that this thing is happening, he's breaking the record, and I was like, I'll send the code in like some time. I was like, code? Yeah, code. Then I was like, no, this is how it is. He's breaking it. He's an 18-year-old kid and he's doing beatboxing. He's breaking the Limca Book of Record. And I was like, okay, let us meet once and we'll talk about what's happening. We'll see, we'll figure it out, do something, because it takes a lot of rent and camera lights and all those things to shoot all 10 hours of the video.
Though Riyaz's idea of beatboxing for 10 hours seemed impossible, his friends were supportive and arranged everything from venue, sponsors, and even stayed with him till he broke the record. His friends recall that by the end of 10 hours, Riyaz was completely exhausted.
Riyaz came to us and said, listen, I want to break a record. We said, which record? He said, I want to go for the highest whatever possible. We said, fine, let's go and break the Limca record. We said, fine, and then we were just here, and then we happened to stumble upon Rooster Guitars, which is here on Church Street. And he was so kind enough to have this wonderful place for almost, I think, 2 days, two and a half days. And they sat with us like day and night, shooting, and like Rooster Guitars was supporting us, Musical Journey was there, Digital Waivers was there, and of course Riyaz was beatboxing. He was first like this, and then he became like this, and then he was like...
But in the end, Riyaz-ur-Rahman managed to enter the Limca record books and now holds the record in beatboxing continuously for 10 hours. We bring to you small excerpts of Riyaz breaking his record.
It was around 3 hours, I guess. The least timing was 3 hours, and about that was a record. I hopefully made 10 hours and like that.
It sounds really cool, isn't it? But don't be fooled by the fame and talent of beatboxers like Riyaz. Riyaz reveals that beatboxers, like most musicians, are exploited and are never paid their dues. Riyaz claims that beatboxers are always ordered to perform for free.
The problem is in industry. When we go to a club or somewhere to perform, we find, I don't know, people know about this, but we find people who look at us and they will be like, beta, ek din tum bahut bade banoge, aake mere show mein perform karna, I'll let you perform in my show, you will go ahead, but I won't pay you. That is the thing. That is the problem. People come to artists who are starting up in this field, they say, we will let you perform, but we won't pay you. That is totally wrong, according to me. And every artist deserves to get paid what he entertains the people.
But Riaz seems determined to stay in the music field and more evidently wants to continue to be a beatboxer. He and his friends are now working on a new project which will start a new music revolution with beatboxing.
We have been experimenting quite a lot with different instruments, primarily being guitar and violin, and so we are trying to bring in more flavors. And one of the new flavors is the beatboxing, which is pretty new, and we have an amazing, fantastic beatboxer, Riaz Rahman, who recently attended Limca Book of Records. And we are trying to bring in all the flavors together and bring in something which is first of its kind.
Riaz is not sitting on his laurels. His main aim now is to get beatboxing into mainstream music and popularize it amongst youngsters. He says that the art of beatboxing is incredible and people have to start opening up to the style of music to see the change.
I want to make beatboxing popular in India. I want each and everyone to know what is beatboxing. Most of the people in India don't even know what is beatboxing. So I want that to happen when everyone knows what beatboxing is, and lots of people are trying to learn beatboxing. Actually, we have great beatboxers in Bangalore also. We have one of the greatest beatboxer of India. His name is Vinit Vincent, and he is from Bangalore. And we are trying a lot to take beatboxing to that level. To that level where everyone knows what is beatboxing and everybody gets inspired and start doing beatbox.
By now you know who Riaz is. We bet you also know who Vinit Vincent is. If beatboxing has to ever enter mainstream music, it is in the hands of such artists to take the art forward. For now, enjoy Riaz's performance and don't forget to beat it. Camera person Ramesh, Vivek Vinayak, Newsline, Bengaluru.